I mean, Colin Kurse is standing on his head. Fantastic keeper, and all of our transition starts with him on the back end.
Welcome to another edition of What's on Tap. This is going to be a really fun one, and what an incredible game from you, Jeff and the boys. Jeff, do you guys just have the permanent green light to shoot from deep? The Boston 2 party out here today.
I mean, yeah, definitely. We got some shooters on our team, and we just let it fly. So that's always in the plan. If they're going to leave us open, we're going to shoot it.
Yep, and Marcus, here, come on, do the Chris Collinsworth slide in here. Marcus, do you guys just have the permanent green light from 2 to shoot?
Green light. Yeah, we talk about it at training camp, like it's part of the game. Coach Mitch is very into that, right? Like, it's double the amount of a one-pointer, right? Versus like in basketball.
That would make it a 2-pointer then, right?
Yeah, that's 1 plus 1, right?
2 versus 1, yeah, exactly. So the value of hitting a 2 in lacrosse is big, even more important than like hitting a 3 in basketball. So, yeah.
I have the luxury of being on the sideline game after game with you guys, starting at training camp in Albany. There's something unique about this Cannons lacrosse team when it comes to chemistry. What is the secret sauce with you guys and the connectivity that you seem to have? Does it start off the field? Do we plant a seed at training camp for this chemistry to develop? Tell me about that.
I think, truthfully, it started with Coach Holman and just the culture that he wanted to build. We have pillars of our organization that are very important to us, and I think they're more than just words, right? And he makes that happen. Like, some coaches have words that they write down in a binder, but they don't actually mean anything because they don't talk about them or value them. He makes sure to remind us what our values are and how we want to play and who we want to be. So when you have someone like that, consistently reminding you of the way that we want to play, it's our job to go out there and make it happen. And it's just guys caring, guys wanting to be great teammates for each other, wanting to play hard, and wanting to play the game the right way.
Also, before Seth takes over, what's it like playing in front of a sellout crowd here in Fairfield? Fairfield has been fantastic. We love coming back here. What was it like, the juice from the crowd, Jeff?
It was incredible. Thank you guys for all the support. I know this is a lacrosse area. We can hear the oohs and ahs. We all know you guys know the game, so we appreciate that as players, and we're definitely feeling your energy, so thank you.
Guys, I just want to talk a few things, and you guys played similar together, right? Both of you, 3 goals, 1 2-pointer apiece. Marcus, you had an assist, but I just want to talk about compete level. It's a little bit of an extension of what RJ is saying, the pillars of what goes on, but the compete level, week in and week out, regardless of win or lose, that's what's consistent with the Boom Squad, right? It's just the compete level. If you could just talk to some of the young kids out there on what compete level is and how to continue to rise it.
Yeah, great question, Coach. Dang, put me on the spot.
No sweat.
I'm going to say, as professional lacrosse players, we play field lacrosse. Our season is just from June to September. So we have a long off season. And there's a lot of time to work out and get shots up. But I think just for me personally, when I get out here, it's a short season. I don't want to take any games off. You never know what may happen. Injuries happen. It's part of the game. And I just personally want to make sure I leave it all out on the field. I know a lot of guys feel the same. So I'm going to pass it to Jeff. Compete level extremely high.
Yeah, for all the young kids, young lacrosse players, I think something that we focus on is playing 48 minutes and then looking up at the end of the game and finding out who won. So it's just not worrying about the scoreboard. It's about the process, and then you find out what the outcome is.
And I will tell you, the 2-pointer was huge. Your 2-pointer was really big, right? Before you knew it, it was a 1-point game. It was tied. Then it was 14-9, really, really quick. We could talk about all the 2-pointers and how it made a difference, but I think we got to mention Kirsten, the goal, because he did an unbelievable job. And at one point in time, there was 6 minutes to go, and you guys were up 6. With that, they had to score a goal a minute. Even with Trevor at the faceoff, you put yourself in an unbelievable position to win. But let's give a little credit to Kirsten, the goal today, because I think he saw the ball really well.
Yeah, absolutely, Seth. I mean, Colin Kurse is standing on his head. Fantastic keeper, and all of our transition starts with him on the back end. He's making saves, getting it out quick, and then we're just running the field and just trusting each other. Just making sure we're making the right plays and trying to bury our chances.
As kids, outside of lacrosse, what other sports did you play, if any, and then what gravitated you towards lacrosse eventually?
I was in high school. I was a football and a basketball guy, so I think there's great parallels you can draw from both of those sports. From football, I just get the toughness and the physical aspect of lacrosse. You know, going out to preseason in August, it's hot. You got full pads on and doing Oklahomas and football. Like, that builds an element of toughness in you. I got leveled a couple times today. Makar took me out. Kobe took me out around the crease. And it's a physical game. So I think from football, you get toughness. And then I'll speak for Jeff, too, about basketball. There are so many similarities between basketball and lacrosse, whether it's, you know, going after a rebound is like going after a ground ball, right? Defending picks, you're defending picks all over the field out here. And learning how to move offensively as well. There's just so many similarities between basketball and lacrosse. I think if Jeff had it his way, he'd be a hooper.
What held you back, Jeff?
5'10", can't shoot.
Probably a little bit more than just, usually you can shoot, you know, like when 5'10" and gotcha.
Yeah, I couldn't.
What do you guys look forward to when you come to Connecticut, down here in this area? What do you look forward to the most?
You know, obviously it's a beautiful area. And like I said, the fans all know this game.
Have we done pizza?
We haven't. We haven't. That's probably on the agenda tonight. Yeah. That's in the forecast.
What's on the menu? Colony?
What's that?
Listen, go to Colony Pizza.
Colony.
Get hot oil and sausage.
You got it. Thank you for the recommendation, Dan.
Hot oil and sausage. Last question for me. You guys have hit on it a little bit, but for all the kids that are paying attention, that watch you guys and, you know, like, oh my gosh, they play professional lacrosse. That's going to be me one day. One thing that you would tell the kids at their age right now, outside of the competitiveness and what's the one thing that has allowed you guys to make it that you could tell them right now?
For me, I would just say to stay open-minded. For me, when I was a kid, my dream was never to be a professional lacrosse player. It was to be a basketball player. And then just the way that the cookie crumbled, it just never shook out that way. And it just, lacrosse took over for me. And I think, you know, the question that you asked earlier, all my other sports that I played have really helped translate and grow me as a lacrosse player, and that kind of propelled me.
Your team don't specialize. Your team play a ton of sports.
Play everything.
Yeah.
Play everything.
Amen.
Last piece here. Oh, Marcus, you want to jump in on that one?
Yeah, mine was just going to be an adage I took to heart when I was a younger kid. It's actually a value of our Cannons organization is just no excuses. You know, and that has to do with kind of how you're performing in school academically, right? If you don't do well on a quiz or a test, it's not the teacher's fault. It's not your parents' fault. Like, it's your fault. So take responsibility for yourself.
Yeah.
You can do that at a young age as a middle schooler. If you're not performing the way you want to perform on the field, that's your problem, right? Go out and get more shots up, hit the wall, work harder, and don't make excuses.
Very cool.
We'd like to end our What's on Tap segment with a cheers. We didn't prep you guys for anything to cheers for, so I'm putting you on the spot. But what are we going to cheers for? Is it looking ahead? Is it the recent victory? Take it away, Marcus.
Now, we'll just cheers to being present here right now. Be where our feet are, you know, enjoying this beautiful afternoon. Thank God it's not like 120 degrees.
Oh, man. So
we've
much
got
better
some
than 2 years ago. I think it
overcast.
was 150 degrees down here.
Crazy. So we're just enjoying the moment. Grateful for our health and everything that we have in this beautiful sport that's given us so much.
Hell yeah.
San Diego versus Denver, 1 week. Good luck, fellas.
Let's go. Thanks, Coach.
Yeah, and thank you all, Fairfield.
Thanks,
what an
guys.
epic weekend.